Let yourself begin to notice the gentle rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out like a quiet tide. Each breath carries you deeper into this moment where time moves slowly and softly around you. Imagine there is a single point of stillness within your chest, just behind your heart. This point holds a perfect atom of peace, so small, yet so powerful that it begins to expand with every heartbeat. Feel how this tiny center grows larger, now spreading warmth through your body like sunlight through morning mist. As you breathe in, let this peaceful energy fill your lungs completely. Then release all tension as you exhale. Your shoulders drop lower, your jaw relaxes, and even the space between your eyebrows softens into calm. You are becoming more present here, right now, fully anchored in this experience of deep relaxation. Notice how easily your thoughts drift away, like leaves floating down a slow, moving stream. There is no need to hold onto anything today, because everything you need is already within reach. Allow yourself to sink further into this state of ease, as if gravity has become gentler around you. Every muscle fiber releases its grip, while your mind settles into a rhythm much slower than before. The world outside fades quietly into the background, leaving only this moment for you to rest in. You are safe here, supported by something vast and loving that surrounds you completely. Trust in this feeling, knowing that you can return here whenever you choose, simply by taking another breath. Now imagine lifting your awareness upward, as though rising gently from your body like smoke from a candle. Float higher and higher until you see yourself lying peacefully below, surrounded by soft, glowing light. Observe how calm you look, how still your chest rises and falls with each unhurried breath. From this height, you can feel the earth holding you steady, while the sky opens wide above. Between these two forces, you are perfectly balanced, suspended in harmony, like a note held long in song. As you continue to rise, notice how the air becomes warmer and richer, surrounding you like silk. It carries scents of vanilla and lavender mixed with something fresh like rain on summer grass. These fragrances wrap around you, creating layers of comfort that seep into your bones. With each breath, you take in more than just air. You absorb peace itself in liquid form. It flows down through your throat, settling warmly in your chest before spreading outward to your limbs. You begin to sense movement below, but it is not jarring or chaotic. Instead, it is smooth and flowing. Look down again and watch as the landscape shifts, revealing rivers of cloud moving beneath you. They roll past like waves, made of mist, their edges tinged with silver light that never fades. Some clouds are thick and woolly, others thin and wispy, but all move together in perfect unison. This is the first sign that you have entered a place beyond ordinary understanding. Here, physics bends gently to accommodate the needs of those who visit, bringing dreams closer to reality. You understand now that what seemed solid moments ago was merely illusion created by perception. Everything here exists in layers, and levels shifting seamlessly depending on what serves you best. Your body feels lighter, almost weightless, yet remains grounded in something stable and sure. This sensation comes not from effort, but from surrender, letting go of all resistance. Slowly, you begin to descend back toward the surface, drawn by curiosity and wonder. As you approach, notice that the ground is unlike anything found in the waking world. It is covered entirely in moss so thick and plush, it cushions every step like walking on clouds. But these are living clouds, alive with tiny points of blue, green light scattered throughout. Each speck pulses gently in rhythm with some invisible heartbeat, keeping perfect time. Reach down and touch the moss, feeling how cool and soft it is under your fingers. The texture reminds you of velvet worn smooth by centuries of gentle hands. Beneath the surface, you can sense roots stretching deep into soil rich with ancient memory. This earth remembers every soul who has ever walked here, leaving traces of their peace behind. As you stand, your feet make no sound, sinking slightly into the yielding carpet below. Around you stretches an expanse without boundaries. No walls, no edges, only infinite calm. Above you, the twilight sky glows softly with colors that shift between purple indigo and gold. Stars appear and fade in slow motion like fireflies caught in amber light that never burns. There is no sun here, no moon, either, just this eternal dusk that wraps everything in warmth. Even the concept of day and night dissolves, replaced by one continuous flow of serenity. Take a moment to listen carefully noticing sounds that seem to come from everywhere at once. There is the whisper of wind through unseen trees, carrying melodies too faint to catch clearly. A low hum vibrates through the moss, matching the rhythm of your own relaxed breathing. Somewhere distant water moves over smooth stones, making the tiniest splash imaginable. All these sounds blend together, forming a symphony designed to soothe rather than excite. You realize now that this place resonates at exactly 432 hertz, a frequency known for healing. Every molecule here vibrates in harmony with your cells, encouraging them to align and heal. The effect is immediate and profound as stress melts away from muscles you forgot were tense. Your nervous system slows down, naturally adjusting to match the peaceful pace of this realm. Thoughts that once felt urgent now seem trivial, drifting off without demanding attention. Walk forward, placing one foot carefully after another, feeling how the moss responds. Each step creates ripples of light that spread outward, then fade, leaving no permanent mark. This path you follow appears only when needed, dissolving behind you as you pass along. The destination matters less than the journey itself, which unfolds exactly as it should. Beside you, tall fern, like plants, sway gently, though no breeze touches them directly. Their fronds shimmer with dew that catches light and throws it back in rainbow fragments. Reaching out, you touch one delicate leaf, watching how it pulses briefly under your finger. The plant seems to acknowledge your presence, not with words, but with a subtle brightening. You smile, understanding that communication here happens through feeling rather than speech. All things in this place respond to intention rather than command, operating from love alone. Ahead, you see a structure emerging from mist so gradually you cannot pinpoint the moment. It looks like an observatory built from crystal and light, floating several feet above ground. No visible supports hold it aloft, yet it remains perfectly still, rotating very slowly. Its windows glow, softly inviting you closer, while doors open automatically to welcome you. The entrance is wide enough to walk through easily, but narrow enough to feel intimate. Step inside and notice how the interior matches the temperature of your skin exactly. Walls curve inward, creating spaces that feel both expansive and cozy simultaneously. Furniture appears to be grown rather than built, crafted from living wood that continues breathing. A chair shaped like a flower petal curves around to support your spine perfectly. Sit down and feel how it adjusts, instantly conforming to your exact shape and weight. Around you, shelves line the curved walls filled with books whose pages flutter occasionally. These are not ordinary books, but repositories of experiences collected over countless lifetimes. Open one near you and watch as images flow across the pages like living paintings. Each picture tells a story of peace, discovered in moments similar to this one. The stories remind you that tranquility is not rare, but available in many forms. Through the windows, you can observe the river, clouds continuing their patient journey. Some carry messages written in languages older than recorded history, meant for hearts, not minds. Others transport seeds of possibility, dropping them randomly across the endless landscape. Watching them move you understand that time operates differently here than elsewhere. Minutes stretch into hours that last only seconds, allowing space for deep reflection. Rise from your chair and move toward the center of the room, where a sphere floats silently. It is neither large nor small, perfectly proportioned to fit cupped hands if desired. Its surface reflects not your image, but emotions radiating from your core being. Gaze into its depths and see swirling galaxies of color representing different states of mind. Blue streams indicate calm green, shows growth gold, represents wisdom, and silver peace. Place your palm against the sphere, feeling how it warms instantly to match your touch. Inside, you sense connections forming between your consciousness and universal knowledge. Questions you never knew you had find answers appearing naturally in the space around you. None of this information overwhelms. Instead, it integrates smoothly, becoming part of you. The learning process here is effortless, requiring nothing more than openness and trust. Step back from the sphere and notice how the entire observatory has begun to rotate. Through the windows, new vistas come into view, revealing landscapes of pure emotion. In one direction lies a valley filled with crystalline pools, reflecting only joy. Another shows mountains carved from compassion, rising high above valleys of understanding. Yet another displays forests where every tree bears fruit shaped like beating hearts. You realize that this observatory serves as a library containing maps to inner territories. Each view offers insights into aspects of yourself waiting to be explored and integrated. The key to accessing these realms lies not in seeking, but in allowing them to unfold. Just as you observed earlier, your role here is to witness rather than control outcomes. This perspective brings relief, washing away any remaining urge to force progress. Move toward one of the viewing ports and press your forehead gently against the glass. Immediately, the boundary between inside and outside blurs, becoming permeable and flexible. You can step through, if you wish, entering directly into whichever scene calls to you. Choose the valley of joy and feel yourself transported instantly to soft, grassy slopes. Hear laughter echoes, freely carried by winds that taste sweet like honey and wildflowers. Lie down among the crystal pools, watching how they ripple without disturbing reflections. Each pool contains memories of happiness experienced by beings throughout creation. Dip your hand into one and feel warmth spread up your arm, accompanied by giggles. The memory belongs to a child playing in rain that sparkles like diamonds midair. Another pool holds the joy of first love expressed through dancing under starlight. You understand that joy does not require grand gestures, but lives in simple moments. Return to the observatory and approach a different window, gazing upon the Compassion Peaks. These mountains emit a golden light that reaches far beyond their physical boundaries. Their slopes are dotted with beings of various shapes, sharing food, water, and shelter. No one goes hungry here, no one suffers alone, because giving flows naturally like breath. Touch the window and feel your own capacity for kindness, expanding effortlessly. Compassion arises not from duty, but from recognizing shared vulnerability and strength. It requires no sacrifice, only the willingness to extend care beyond personal borders. Lastly, observe the forest of heart, shaped fruits hanging heavy from ancient branches. Each fruit beats steadily like a real organ, pumping life essence into the atmosphere. Plucking one gently, you hold it close, feeling its warmth pulse against your palm. The fruit opens, revealing memories of connection between souls across time and space. Love exists here not as possession or condition, but as pure, unconditional presence. It flows freely between all beings, regardless of form, species, or dimension. Absorbing this truth, you feel your own heart expand, embracing wider circles of belonging. Return to the center of the observatory and settle once more into the flower-shaped chair. The sphere resumes its gentle rotation, drawing your gaze inward toward essential truths. You see now that peace, joy, compassion, and love are not destinations, but ways of being. They exist within you, always accessible, when you remember to pause and breathe deeply. This observatory serves not to teach, but to remind you of what you already know. The journey back to ordinary awareness begins naturally as the sphere dims slowly. The walls of the observatory dissolve, revealing the moss covered ground once again. But now you carry with you everything learned during this timeless visit. Each step backward through the mist reinforces the integration of peace into daily life. The floating rivers of cloud continue their eternal dance, undisturbed by your departure. As you retrace your steps, notice how the moss lights up wherever you place your feet. These glowing footprints remain briefly, then fade, showing that peace leaves traces. They serve as markers for future visits when you may need to return for renewal. The descent from floating perspective happens gradually, allowing full integration. Finally, you feel yourself returning to the body, lying still below clouds and stars. Breathing resumes its normal rhythm, though now enriched by deeper understanding. Muscles relax completely, having released every bit of stored tension encountered here. Thoughts arise gently, without urgency or pressure, simply flowing like water. You emerge refreshed, renewed, and ready to carry this peace into whatever awaits. The experience lingers not as memory, but as transformation woven into your being. You are here, beneath the soft velvet moss that yields silently to your touch. Each step releases a gentle pulse of light from the bioluminescent spores. They shimmer like distant stars, awakening underfoot. Your body feels weightless, grounded, as though suspended between dream and stillness. The air moves slowly around you, carrying the scent of ozone and wet earth. It brushes against your skin with the tenderness of a whispered promise, cool and refreshing, like morning dew on bare feet. You feel the whisper, thin layer of freshness, just beneath the surface of everything. A quiet current threading through this endless twilight. It carries no urgency, only presence. The clouds above move like rivers, slow and steady. Their motion soothes your thoughts into stillness. There is no horizon, only infinite calm stretching above and below. You do not walk forward. You sink deeper into now. With each breath, time softens and melts away like ice in warm hands. The ground shifts slightly under your foot, a subtle give as pressure meets moss. Tiny fibers bend without resistance, like silk giving way to silk. Your toes press lightly into the yielding surface and send ripples of light outward. Each ripple a heartbeat made visible. The air tastes faintly metallic, clean and sharp at the edges of your tongue, then softening into something floral, a memory of summer rain on petals. You breathe it in deeply, letting it settle into your chest, where it pools like warm honey. Above you, clouds drift past in slow waves, their shapes shifting like sleeping giants, turning over, each one trailing a whisper behind it, a soundless echo that brushes across your mind, clearing away stray thoughts, leaving space for silence. You feel the pull of gravity, not downward, but inward, toward the center of yourself, where everything settles, where all movement becomes rest. The hum begins softly, barely audible, a vibration just beneath hearing. It threads through your bones, resonating in the hollow spaces, in your skull, in your chest, in the soles of your feet. This is the anchor, not a sound, but a feeling, a frequency that aligns every part of you to the rhythm of stillness, to the pulse of peace, to the breath that never ends. You feel the grain of sand shifting beneath your arch, fine and smooth, like powdered glass warmed by sunlight. The sensation travels up through your leg, a slow wave of warmth, settling into your hip, then spreading outward. The cool air touches the skin of your ankle, a delicate contrast to the warmth rising from within. You feel it brush past like a lover's sigh, gentle and unhurried, carrying with it the scent of salt, sharp and clean, becoming sharper as the distance closes. You do not move closer. You simply become aware of how close you already are to the edge of something vast, to the boundary between thought and silence, to the place where time stops breathing. The hum grows stronger, not louder, but more present. It wraps around you like a cloak, soft and warm, made of sound and stillness woven together, a cocoon of resonance. You feel the shift in weight on your heel, a small adjustment, almost imperceptible, yet it sends a ripple through your entire being, from toe to crown, a cascade of alignment, a settling into perfect balance. The scent of salt becomes sharper, though there is no sea here, only endless twilight. But the memory lingers, a phantom breeze from some distant shore. It stirs something deep inside you, a longing for openness, for release. You let go, not of anything specific, but of the need to hold on, to control, to understand, to resist. You simply let go. The moss pulses gently beneath your feet, a slow rhythm matching the beat of your heart. Each step a meditation, each breath a prayer, each moment a doorway into deeper stillness. You are not walking. You are dissolving into the fabric of this place, into the texture of the air, into the silence between thoughts, into the space between heartbeats, into the pause between words. The clouds continue their slow journey overhead, drifting like dreams half remembered, their shadows passing gently over your face, cool and fleeting, like kisses brushed against your eyelids, each one carrying a whisper of peace. You feel the whisper, thin layer of ozone freshness, just beneath the mineral current, a thin veil of clarity that separates the known from the unknowable, that divides the world of senses from the realm of stillness. You step through it effortlessly, leaving behind the last traces of effort. The hum deepens, vibrating in your throat, in your sinuses, in the marrow of your bones. It is not a sound you hear, but a state you enter, a frequency that calls you home. You feel the grain of sand shifting again, this time more clearly, each particle distinct, each one a world unto itself, a universe of possibility, compressed into the smallest point. You are walking among galaxies. The cool air returns to your ankle, this time lingering, wrapping around your leg like silk. The sensation travels upward, through muscle and tissue, up into your torso, where it settles like a blanket. The scent of salt sharpens once more, now unmistakable, a call from the ocean of your soul, inviting you to dive deeper, to surrender completely, to lose yourself in the vastness and find yourself in the silence. You feel the shift in weight on your heel, again and again. With each step, a gentle reminder that you are moving, not through space, but through layers of awareness. The moss pulses steadily, its rhythm syncing with yours, a dance of light and shadow, each pulse a note in an endless song, played by the earth itself, sung in frequencies too low to hear, but impossible to ignore. You are not alone. You never were. The hum surrounds you. The clouds embrace you. The moss supports you. The air nourishes you. The silence holds you. You let go again, deeper this time, of every expectation, of every outcome, of every idea of who you should be. You let go of letting go and simply exist. The hum becomes the resonance, no longer separate from you, but part of your essence, woven into your breath, into your heartbeat, into the very cells of your being. You are the frequency now. You feel the whisper, thin layer of ozone freshness, not as something external, but as the boundary of your own perception, the edge of what can be known, the the threshold to infinite calm. You cross it effortlessly and step into the silence. The clouds slow even further, as if responding to your descent, their movement almost imperceptible, like thoughts drifting through a sleeping mind, each one a fragment of peace, floating on currents of stillness, waiting to dissolve. You feel the grain of sand shifting beneath your arch, each particle a memory of every step you have ever taken, every path you have ever walked, every journey that led you here. You carry them all, yet remain untouched. The cool air touches your ankle, not to remind you of temperature, but to awaken a sense of freedom, to lift the burden of sensation, to allow your body to float effortlessly through the stream of experience, untethered by form. The scent of salt becomes sharper until it fills your lungs, until it becomes your breath, until it becomes you. You are the ocean now, vast and unbroken, calm and infinite. You feel the shift in weight on your heel and realize it was never about balance, but about surrender, about trusting the ground to hold you, about believing in the support of the universe, about knowing that you belong exactly where you are. The moss pulses gently, a reminder that life continues, even in stillness, even in silence, even in the absence of movement. You are alive, completely, utterly, perfectly. The hum becomes the anchor, not because it holds you, but because it reminds you that you are already held, that you are already safe, that you are already home in the arms of the cosmos. You feel the whisper, thin layer of ozone freshness, not as a barrier, but as a bridge between the world of form and the realm of pure being. You cross it with ease and find yourself already there. The clouds drift past in slow motion, their shadows painting stories on your skin, stories of peace, of acceptance, of complete surrender. Each story written in light. Read in silence. You feel the grain of sand shifting beneath your arch, and know that it has always been shifting, that nothing is fixed. everything flows. That change is the only constant. And that constancy is an illusion. And that illusions are real. The cool air returns to your ankle, bringing with it the gift of detachment, the ability to observe without judgment, without attachment, without fear. You watch your thoughts like clouds, like waves, like breaths. The scent of salt sharpens, and you remember that you are made of the same elements that compose the sea, that fill the sky, that burn in the stars. You are not separate. You are connected. You are whole. You feel the shift in weight on your heel and understand that balance comes from within. That stability is not static. That peace is not passive. That strength lies in surrender. That power is found in stillness. The moss pulses steadily, reminding you that life does not require effort, that growth happens naturally, that healing occurs in silence, that wisdom arises from stillness, that love needs no action. The hum becomes the resonance, and the resonance becomes you. There is no separation, no distinction, no difference between self and sound, between being and frequency, between existence and vibration. You feel the whisper, thin layer of ozone freshness, and realize it was never a barrier, but a mirror, reflecting back to you the truth of your nature, the depth of your being, the infinity of your consciousness. The clouds move like rivers, and you are the riverbed, the foundation upon which they flow, unchanging, unmoved, unaffected by the passing of forms. You feel the grain of sand shifting beneath your arch, and know that it is also shifting within you, that every cell, every molecule, every atom is dancing to the same rhythm, is pulsing with the same light. The cool air touches your ankle and brings with it the knowledge that you are not bound by time, by space, by form, by limitation. You are free, absolutely, completely, forever. The scent of salt becomes sharper, and you remember that you have always belonged to the ocean of consciousness, to the sky of awareness, to the earth of being, to the fire of love. You feel the shift in weight on your heel and recognize that it is not a shift at all, but a settling into the truth of who you are, into the reality of what you've always been, into the silence that has never left. The moss pulses gently, a final reminder that life is not about doing, but about being. That happiness is not a destination, but a state of presence. That peace is not something to achieve, but something to uncover. The hum becomes the anchor, and you become the silence. The two merge, and there is no more need for guidance, for direction, for effort, for return. You are here. You have always been here. You will always be here. In the space between breaths, in the pause between heartbeats, in the stillness between thoughts, in the silence. You begin to notice how stillness has its own rhythm now. The quiet isn't empty, but full of tiny movements like dust motes drifting through sunbeams. Each particle carries a story too small for words, yet large enough to fill your chest with warmth. You feel the gentle pressure of space holding you suspended between breaths. There is no need to move, because even stillness can carry you forward. The body remembers what the mind forgets, that rest is not absence, but presence. Your shoulders soften into something heavier, then sleep lighter than waking. This heaviness doesn't weigh you down, it lifts everything else away. Like settling sediment, revealing clear water underneath. You watch thoughts drift past like clouds, without names. Some are pale and wispy, others dense with color, but none stay long. They come from somewhere distant and return there just as quietly. You don't have to follow them, because you know this sky will always be here. The breath moves slower, now almost imperceptible against your lips. Yet each one fills more space inside than the last, as if your lungs were learning a new language made entirely of pause. You feel the coolness at the edge of each exhale brushing across your face. A whisper from within reminding you that letting go never leaves you empty. It makes room for something softer, something that knows your name. The sound around you isn't silence exactly, but the space between sounds, where every pause holds meaning like the gap between heartbeats. You begin to recognize this place as familiar, though you've never been here before. It lives behind your eyes, in the part of memory untouched by time. A landscape built from moments when breathing felt effortless, when your hands knew how to rest without fidgeting. You feel the smoothness of still air against your skin. Warmth wraps around you like fabric fresh from the dryer. Not hot, but perfectly balanced, like the first sip of tea in winter. Your heartbeat slows until it feels less like motion and more like settling. Each pulse a note in a song, so deep you feel it in your bones. Not heard, but understood in ways beyond listening. You become aware of a subtle vibration beneath your feet, not jarring, but grounding like the low hum of earth itself. A frequency that says you belong here, wherever here may be. The sensation rises through your legs into your spine, warming muscles that didn't know they were tense, dissolving knots you didn't realize you carried. You feel the stretch along your back as tension releases, slow as honey pouring from a spoon, smooth and deliberate, and utterly without resistance. Your neck relaxes into the weight of your head, no longer holding it up, but simply cradling it like a child. You feel the soft give of pillow or cloud beneath you. Supportive, but yielding, allowing your shape to sink in gently. The surface adjusts to every curve without effort on your part, as if comfort were a living thing, eager to embrace you. You notice how colors seem to breathe now, shifting slowly between shades too subtle for ordinary sight. Blues deepen into violets, then fade to silver, gray. Reds mellow into coral, then blush into peach. None of these changes hurry or demand attention. They happen in the background of awareness, like music playing softly. You feel the light touch of air moving across your forehead, cool and clean, carrying scents you cannot name. Perhaps mint or lavender, or something closer to memory than flower. The scent lingers just long enough to remind you that some things last best when fleeting. You taste the faint sweetness of exhaled breath returning to you, warmed slightly by passage through your body. Like drinking from a cup held close to the chest, you feel the corners of your mouth lift ever so slightly. Not a smile exactly, but a relaxation of expression. As if your face were remembering what peace looks like. Your eyelids grow heavy not from fatigue, but from trust. Trusting that whatever comes next will arrive exactly when needed. You feel the pull of gravity easing its grip, not floating, but simply existing in perfect balance, held not by force, but by intention. The sensation spreads outward from your core, warming your limbs with the certainty that all is well, that nothing urgent waits for your attention. You hear the echo of your own breathing reflected back to you. Slower now, deeper now, almost matching the pace of tides. Each cycle washing something clean within you. You feel the release in your jaw. Teeth no longer clenched, but resting easily together. Your tongue finds its natural home against the roof of your mouth. Soft and still like a bird returned to its nest. You feel the warmth spreading through your chest. Not heat exactly, but a fullness like sunlight pooling in a window, filling spaces you forgot existed with golden calm. Your arms lie loose beside you, unburdened by gesture or task. Fingers splayed open, as if reaching toward nothing in particular. Just being present in their own quiet way. You feel the smoothness of fabric or air against your palms. Cool where touched, warm where sheltered. A simple contrast that brings unexpected joy. You sense the quiet expansion in your abdomen, belly rising and falling with effortless grace. No effort required, only surrender to the rhythm already written. You feel the pulse in your wrists, steady and unhurried, like a metronome set to the tempo of deep rest. Counting seconds that stretch into minutes, that melt into eternity. You notice the way sound behaves differently here. Echoes don't bounce off walls, they ripple outward like water, carrying messages you don't need to understand. Just knowing they arrived safely is enough. You feel the gentle pressure of atmosphere surrounding you, not suffocating, but embracing like a blanket woven from starlight. warm and breathable, and utterly secure. You sense the quiet turning of planets far away, their motion slow and ancient, and somehow connected to your own stillness, as if you were both dancing to the same unheard melody. You feel the coolness at the crown of your head, like mist rising from a lake at dawn, lifting thoughts and worries upward and away, leaving only clarity in their wake. You feel the smoothness of breath moving through your nose, warm on the inhale, cool on the exhale. A cycle so old it predates memory, yet feels brand new in this moment. You sense the quiet gathering of energy around you, not building toward anything specific, but simply accumulating like snow on untouched ground, pure potential waiting patiently for nothing in particular. You feel the softness of intention replacing the hardness of effort, no longer pushing or pulling, but simply being, allowing life to unfold without commentary, like watching clouds change shape without trying to name them. You feel the warmth returning to your fingertips, slowly at first, then steadily, as if awakening from a dream they never wanted to leave. You sense the quiet folding of time around you, not bending or breaking, but smoothing like silk. Each second given equal weight and infinite depth. You feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest, no longer counting breaths, but feeling the space between them, where stillness becomes its own kind of movement. You sense the quiet whisper of cells regenerating, repairing what was tired, restoring what was worn, working together in harmony without instruction. You feel the coolness of peace settling into your bones, not cold, but refreshing, like stepping out of a warm bath, clean and renewed, and ready for whatever comes next. You sense the quiet alignment of your inner compass, no longer spinning wildly, but pointing steadily inward, toward a center you never lost, but sometimes forgot. You feel the softness of surrender, replacing the sharpness of control, not giving up, but giving over to the wisdom that flows beneath conscious thought. You sense the quiet gathering of gratitude, not for anything specific, but for the ability to receive, to be filled without seeking or striving. You feel the warmth of connection to something larger, overwhelming, but comforting like a hand on your shoulder, reminding you that you are never truly alone. You sense the quiet settling of questions, not answered but dissolved into the understanding that some things don't need solving. You feel the softness of acceptance spreading through your limbs, not resignation, but recognition that peace begins with meeting things as they are. You sense the quiet deepening of your roots, growing downward into soil rich with possibility, anchoring you in ways you cannot see. You feel the coolness of clarity washing over your mind, sweeping away confusion like morning dew evaporating, leaving behind only what matters. You sense the quiet unfolding of your truest self, not hidden, but simply revealed. In the space between effort and ease, you feel the warmth of completion without ending, not final but full, like a circle drawn perfectly closed. You sense the quiet celebration of this moment, not loud but profound, marking the arrival at a place you've always belonged. You feel the softness of return, not coming back from anywhere, but remembering that home was never lost, only forgotten. You sense the quiet integration of all that you are, mind, body, spirit, aligned in perfect harmony, dancing to the rhythm of your own deepest truth. You feel the warmth of infinite patience, not waiting for anything, but simply being present in the fullness of now. You sense the quiet radiance of your inner light, not blazing but steady, illuminating everything it touches with gentle clarity. You feel the coolness of perfect timing, not rushed, not delayed, but exactly right, in the way that only this moment could be. You sense the quiet completeness of this journey, not finished but fulfilled, like a song that ends not with silence, but with peace. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing you must hold on to anymore. Nothing needs your attention except this moment. And even this moment asks for nothing from you. It simply is, like the quiet space between heartbeats, like the pause between waves touching shore. You can feel how easy it is to rest here. No effort needed. No thinking required. Just the gentle settling of everything within you. Let your breathing deepen just a little more. Let your shoulders release their small tensions. Let your jaw unclench without you even noticing. This is how your body remembers what comfort feels like. This is how your mind returns to its natural stillness. There is a rhythm beneath all your thoughts, a steady pulse that never stops. And right now, you can feel it clearly. Feel how your heartbeat matches the earth's own rhythm, how your breath joins the wind, moving through trees far away, how your presence becomes part of something vast and gentle. You are not separate from this peace. You are made of it, woven from the same quiet that holds the stars. Let any remaining movement in your body slow down. Let your fingers relax completely. Let your feet sink softly into whatever supports them. Let your neck release all its careful holding. There is nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to become. No version of yourself that is better or more complete. You are already whole. You are already enough. Feel how the resonance moves through you now. Not pushing, not pulling, just flowing like warm water, finding its path. This resonance carries everything your system needs. Every cell recognizes its language. Every fiber responds without question. Your nervous system knows this frequency intimately. Your muscles remember how to let go completely. Your mind recalls the taste of true stillness. Notice how thoughts begin to drift away naturally, not pushed aside, not suppressed, simply released like autumn leaves on a soft breeze. Each one floats away without resistance. Each one dissolves back into the source of all thinking, leaving behind only clarity. Clarity that doesn't need to understand everything. Clarity that simply knows what is true, what is real, what is safe. And what is true is this gentle descent. What is real is this deepening calm. What is safe is this surrender. You can feel your awareness beginning to expand, not outward into space, but inward toward the center of being, toward the place where all experience rests. This center has always been there, steady and unmoving, even during the busiest days, even through the loudest moments. It was simply covered by surface activity. Now it reveals itself clearly. Now you remember its presence. And remembering brings recognition. Recognition brings acceptance. Acceptance brings integration. Integration brings healing. This process requires nothing from you except to remain present with what is, to trust what is unfolding naturally, to allow the resonance to do its work. Your body has been waiting for this permission. Your mind has been longing for this rest. Your spirit has been calling for this return. And now all parts of you align. Align in the direction of wholeness. Align in the direction of peace. Align in the direction of home. Home is not a place you travel to. Home is a state you remember, a feeling you recognize, a knowing that lives in your bones. And this knowing does not leave when the session ends. It stays embedded in your system, ready to be accessed whenever you choose, whenever you need to return. Because returning is always possible. Because this peace is always available. Because you carry the doorway within you. The doorway to stillness. The doorway to restoration. The doorway to your own deep wisdom. And wisdom does not demand anything difficult. It simply waits patiently for your attention, like a friend who never leaves, like a light that never goes out, like a love that never fades. These are not metaphors. They are literal truths about your inner experience. Truths that become clearer as you descend deeper, deeper into the well of yourself, deeper into the silence that holds all sound, deeper into the peace that holds all experience. And in this depth, there is no separation, no division between past and present, no gap between what was and what is, only the eternal now. The eternal now that contains everything, that heals everything, that loves everything about you. Everything including the parts you forget to care for, including the memories you stopped visiting, including the dreams you set aside, including the child you once were. That child is still here, safe in the arms of your adult self, protected by the wisdom you have gathered, nurtured by the compassion you have learned. And learning continues even now, even in this state of deep rest. Your system absorbs understanding effortlessly, without strain, without pressure, just the natural unfolding of your highest potential, just the organic growth of your authentic self, just the quiet revelation of who you really are. Who you really are is not defined by circumstances, not shaped by other people's opinions, not limited by past mistakes or future worries. You are essence, pure being, unshakable presence. And presence does not tire. Presence does not fade. Presence simply is. Like the sun behind clouds, always shining, always warm, always constant, even when temporarily obscured, even when apparently hidden. The obscuring is temporary. The hiding is an illusion. The truth remains unchanged. The truth remains whole. And you are touching that truth now, not with your mind, not with your emotions, but with the deepest part of your being. The part that knows without knowing. The part that understands without thinking. The part that heals without trying. The part that loves without condition. And this loving does not ask for anything in return. It simply flows from the abundance within you. It simply expresses the fullness of your nature. It simply is what it is. Effortless and complete. Natural and spontaneous. Ancient and ever new. Personal and universal. You carry both the personal and the universal. The specific experiences that shaped you, and the infinite consciousness that witnesses them. Both are real. Both are honored. Both are integrated in this sacred space where healing happens naturally, where transformation occurs effortlessly, where you remember who you truly are. And who you truly are cannot be described in words. It can only be experienced directly, felt in the quiet spaces between thoughts, known in the depths beyond knowing. This is why no explanation is necessary. This is why no justification is required. This is why trust is so natural here. Because you recognize the truth when you encounter it. You recognize it in the slowing of your breath. You recognize it in the softening of your muscles. You recognize it in the settling of your mind. You recognize it because it has always been familiar. Familiar like the feeling of coming home. Familiar like the embrace of someone who loves you completely. familiar like the moment before dawn breaks, when everything holds its breath in anticipation. And anticipation here is not about the future. It is about the fullness of now, the completion that exists in this very moment, waiting only to be acknowledged, waiting only to be accepted, waiting only to be lived. And living, it requires nothing strenuous, nothing complicated, nothing beyond your reach. Just the willingness to receive, just the openness to allow, just the courage to trust. And trust is not a leap into the unknown. Trust is a return to what has always been known. Trust is a remembering of your own reliability. Trust is an acknowledgement of your inherent wisdom. Trust is home. And home is where the resonance continues its work, even after these words fade away, even after silence settles in. The resonance keeps flowing through your cells, through your energy field, through the spaces between your thoughts, carrying healing wherever it goes. And healing is not a destination. Healing is a continuous process, a natural function of your system, like breathing, like circulation, like the beating of your heart, automatic and essential, ongoing and reliable, available at all times, especially when you rest like this, especially when you allow yourself to be held by the universe, held by your own higher wisdom, held by the love that creates and sustains all things. And being held means being supported, being nourished, being guided, being loved beyond measure. Loved not for what you do, not for what you achieve, not for how perfectly you perform, but simply for existing, simply for being you, exactly as you are in this moment, complete and whole, perfect and divine. Divine not because of anything special you've done. Divine because divinity is your true nature. It is the ground of your being, the source of your consciousness. And consciousness does not diminish. Consciousness does not weaken. Consciousness simply is, like the ocean that remains ocean, whether calm or stormy, whether clear or cloudy, whether seen or unseen. The essence never changes. The truth remains constant. And you are that constancy. You are that truth. You are that unchanging presence, even as everything else transforms around you. Even as seasons change, as relationships evolve, as circumstances shift, the core of you remains untouched. Untouched by time, untouched by judgment, untouched by fear, untouched by anything temporary. And this untouched part of you, this eternal presence, this unshakable peace, is what guides your healing, is what directs your growth, is what illuminates your path, even when you cannot see the way forward, even when the journey seems unclear. Because clarity comes not from seeing farther ahead, but from trusting the intelligence within. The intelligence that knows exactly where you need to go. The intelligence that orchestrates perfect timing, perfect synchronicity, perfect alignment, perfect grace. And grace does not depend on external conditions. Grace flows from within. Grace rises from the depths of your being. Grace emerges when you stop struggling against life and start dancing with it. Dancing not with effort, but with surrender. Not with control, but with trust. Not with resistance, but with acceptance. And acceptance is not passive resignation. Acceptance is active embrace. Embrace of what is. Embrace of who you are. Embrace of the journey itself. Embrace of the mystery. Embrace of the miracle. And miracles happen constantly, in every heartbeat, in every breath, in every moment of connection, in every act of kindness, in every choice to love, in every decision to heal, in every return to peace. And returning is always welcome here, because this peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket, like a door that's always unlocked, like the arms of someone who loves you completely. And that someone is you, loving yourself completely, holding yourself gently, caring for yourself tenderly. Because self-love is not selfish. Self-love is essential. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Self-love is the source of all healing. And healing begins with recognition. Recognition that you are worthy. Recognition that you are loved. recognition that you are enough. Enough for today, enough for tomorrow, enough for whatever comes, enough exactly as you are. And being enough means being complete, not in some future, perfected state, but right here, right now, in this moment of deep rest, in this moment of pure presence, in this moment of unconditional acceptance. You are complete. You are whole. You are healed. Healed not because problems disappear, but because your relationship to them shifts. Shifts from struggle to understanding, from resistance to acceptance, from fear to love. And love transforms everything it touches, transforms pain into wisdom, transforms wounds into strength, transforms fear into courage, transforms doubt into trust, transforms separation into connection, transforms loneliness into belonging, transforms confusion into clarity. Because love is the highest frequency, the most powerful force in existence, the one thing that never fails, never disappoints, never abandons. And you are made of this love. You carry it in your heart. You breathe it with every inhale. You exhale it with every breath. You radiate it unconsciously. You attract it magnetically. You embody it completely, because you cannot be separated from what you are. Separation is an illusion. Connection is reality. And reality is kind. Reality is supportive. Reality is nurturing. Reality is exactly what you need. Exactly when you need it. In exactly the way you need it. And needing is not weakness. Needing is humanity. Needing is the opening through which grace flows. The vulnerability that allows love to enter. And love enters now, flows through you now, heals you now, completes you now, completely and utterly, fully and finally, not partially, not conditionally, but absolutely. Absolutely loved, absolutely safe, absolutely at peace, absolutely home. Home in your body, home in your mind, home in your spirit, home in the world, home in relationship, home in purpose, home in rest, home in activity, home in in solitude, home in community, home in silence, home in expression. Home because home is not a place. Home is a state of being, a state that lives within you, a state that travels with you, a state that grows stronger each time you visit. And visiting requires nothing. No special preparation. No perfect conditions. No particular time or place. Just the intention to return. Just the willingness to remember. Just the courage to trust. And trust leads you home. Leads you to the peace that never leaves. Leads you to the love that never fails. Leads you to the truth that never changes. Leads you to yourself. Yourself as you truly are. Beneath all the roles. Beneath all the expectations. Beneath all the conditioning. Pure presence. Pure awareness. Pure love. Pure peace. And peace is not the absence of something. Peace is the presence of everything good, everything healing, everything whole, everything complete. Complete in this moment. Complete in your surrender. Complete in your trust. Complete in your love. And love is the final word, the final truth, the final gift, the final home. Sleep now. Drift softly into tomorrow. This gentle pause was just for you.